Okay, alright. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action. Hopefully you're having a good weekend, as good as possible. Sit back, relax. This is gonna be, well, a lot less dinos are gonna die tonight. That's for sure. Tyvar stand, fantastic art. I think that thumbnail turned out right, just framing Tyvar with the sword and oh, lovely stuff. Alrighty, well, yeah. What is Tyvar stand good against? What can you do with it? A lot of you guys probably have tried it out already. I've done it in the past, but it really seems like I was sleeping on it more than I should have, and it's done the trick, I must say, tonight a lot. Hello, Five Ways. Yes, yes. Happy Saturday indeed. But yes, plus X, and that creature gains hexproof and indestructible, so, you know, saving something from a sweeper. Sometimes all it's going to take is Tyvar stand for a green, don't even pay anything for X. You save Otepic Huntmaster, and as long as it's sticking around the following turn, that might lead to Marauding for 1, Regis or Alpha for 3, a total of 4 mana, everything attacking. Marauding would be 6. Regisaur would get haste from Huntmaster, 4 damage there, 10, and the token is 3, 13 damage, all because Huntmaster lived. If it didn't live, you know, the following turn, if you had 4 mana, boom, it'd just be Marauding for 2, and you'd only be left with 2, and, well, you wouldn't be playing Regis or Alpha with 2 mana. That'd be unfortunate. So yes, save some of the early stuff. Save a Topiary Stomper. Maybe I get both of these and they have to burn through removal and this thing sticks around. Sometimes all it takes is one thing, the one body they're really trying to get rid of to live, and we're off to the races. Smoking them. Boom. There we go. That's about it. Pretty simple. Tyvar stand is the main addition tonight. Mana base, nothing too crazy again. 4 Thunderherd and 4 Topiary Stompers. I love 8 basic lands. Still have 7 forests and a single mountain because I don't want to get messed up with having 2 mono red sources out. So that's why it's still the only mono red source of a land. Sheltered Thicket as well has been quite nice, I must say. I've seen it a few times today where I've cycled it away and it's just got me a little bit closer to something. I think it was Tranix Rex that I top decked the following turn. I'm back to nature. Oh, yes, please. Destroy all those enchantments. Now you'll see Tranquil Frillback is not in here. When it enters the battlefield, you can pay a green. You can exile target player's graveyard or destroy an artifact or enchantment and also gain 4 life. If you paid 3 green, you could select all those 3 modes, but I felt like I'm just gonna see how it feels getting rid of it. I don't really care too much about graveyard stuff. I don't see it too often, so I figured I would replace Tranquil Frillback with this thing. Oh boy, the Gruul Vehicles and Mono Green Devotion Killer, perhaps. That's the idea, at least, and it is just a fantastic thing. Kind of like Tyvar's, I guess, in a sense. Gruul Vehicles or, well, Mono Green Devotion. Anything that is red or green can't target the thing this is attached to, which is lovely. And it has fantastic abilities. Whenever a crypt creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards. You may play those cards this turn, and you may play an additional land that turn. Oh, I love that card advantage. Just something in the mix, in the 75 that gets me ahead, plays me a few extra things. That's going to be very nice. And Ripjaw is always straight up drawing cards, so I think that is a very, very nice package. This and this. Beautiful stuff. I'm still loving Tranix Rex, 4 Carnage Taunts, tons of ramp with this, and with Tyvar's, there should be a better chance to see it. The Huntmaster, the Marauding Raptor, like I was saying, if they stick around and you can stack the cost reduction one with the other one, and then you chain shifting Ceratops, and maybe that creature that you're playing is reduced so low that you're left with, an extra green for a second Tyvar stand. Hopefully you see a few in those particular matchups. But if there's some deck that's not really interacting with me a whole lot, if it is Boros Convoke or something with a lot of tokens, I know Boros Convoke is doing the trick. That is nasty, nasty stuff. You guys may have tried it or used it or faced it. You definitely probably have faced it. But say, this Flame Sweep would come in, Tyvar stand would go out, because I definitely need to bring the pain to those weak creatures, that's for sure. Otherwise, we're just going to be slamming the good dinos. As always, list in the description, and let's get her done. Have some fun. Ooh. Hopefully my daughter stays asleep. She spent a lot of time outside. A couple hours at least today. Didn't even have a nap, so I think she's out for good tonight. She won't wake up, but I did hear her stir a little bit before I started here. Cross your fingers. But this hand, that's lovely stuff. We've got 3 lands plus Thunderherd Migration. One of those lands, of course, Castle Garenbreg, helping us to power out that Carnage Tyrant in Tyrannix Rex. And we went first, so that is very key. Of course, I would expect this to be maybe Izzet, Trenchal Gearhulk, something like that. Hopefully they don't have a Spell Pierce. They could. Cross your fingers. Oh? Yes? No? I think they're wondering about the Spell Pierce. Probably. Oh, phew. Okay, good. Beautiful stuff. Now I can go Marauding. Huntmaster. Possibly could have grabbed a Mountain, because with the Stomping Ground I have in hand, that would have been 3 sources of red. I could have gone Huntmaster, Marauding. That would have been pretty good. Open myself up to a bit of a sweeper, unfortunately. But hey, we'll try this. See what happens. I imagine at least one thing is dead. Hopefully both survive. If I draw another land next turn, it doesn't really matter, because I'll still get Carnage Tyrant. Fiery Impulse. Coming up. Make disappear. Okay, that's also good. Hey, I still have Marauding. If Huntmaster's sticking around, I can go Marauding plus Regisaur Alpha. Okay, so it's not that. Flame Sweep is going to be absolutely fantastic against this deck. Izzet Pyromancer. Whenever they cast a thing, they do some things. But definitely Thunderherd Migration. 100%. We'll get to 5 lands. We'll be able to go with Carnage Tyrant next turn. Regis or Alpha, something like that. But Carnage Tyrant definitely is going to be the bane of this deck. Doesn't matter what they do, we get it next turn. But still, hopefully Marauding Raptor is sticking around. And Flame Sweep, yeah, that's going to decimate them next game. Tyvar's stand, well, yeah. Flame Sweep is going to be much better for us, I think. More beneficial. Although I could kind of see sort of Forge and Frontier. There's a lot of stuff that is red. Might be nice to just fly past that with protection, get some card advantage. Stoke the flames. Oh, okay. Rough stuff. Hey, well, we're only hit for 3, which is pretty decent. You can't do a whole lot with Carnage Tyrant. Now the question becomes, they're going to do a ton of damage. They've got 2 tokens here, plus Balmor. However, if I go Carnage Tyrant, 3rd path, Iconoclast is probably not attacking. They're going to bring the pain to Regisaur Alpha, though. You know what, Regisaur Alpha, I like the 2 bodies. Perhaps the 2 bodies is going to scare him away a little bit. And I couldn't attack with Carnage Tyrant anyways if I had played it that turn. Just hope they don't have another Stoke the Flames, dealing 4 damage to Regisaur Alpha there. Ooh. Ooh, nasty. Would be nice if I scare... Oh, there's the young Pyromancer. Well, we still got a... Oh, we got a good chance. Big time. I'm just going to swing with Carnage Tarrant. That's going to be very scary indeed. Maybe they sink a whole lot of stuff into taking them out. They could block with many creatures and do it. They don't. Okay. That might be good for us if they attack with a lot next turn. Regisaur Alpha probably able to block. They didn't do anything to Regisaur or the token. They're going to do some things. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Can I block one thing? Regisaur Alpha. Tau 2, 4, 2. The dinosaur token, for sure. But if I blocked Third Path Iconoclast, there'd still be 6, 7, 8, 11, plus another 5. Ooh, I don't think I can do that. Hopefully that's enough to save us, but I don't think it will. That is certainly a lot of trample. We'll see. But yeah. Flame Sweep, they would have been done for. That tends to do the trick. Yeah. Down to 1. Pretty close if we would have gotten off the attack with Carnage Tarrant. Yeah, that would have been done for. But lots of their stuff, lots of their removal, Fiery Impulse, Stoke the Flames, it is red-based. No, Flame Sweep is going to do the trick. Tyvar Stand, that could protect things, but that is the ultimate decimating spell. I love it. Oh, Ripjaw Raptor as well. Let's draw a bunch of stuff. Shifting Ceratops, they do have counter spells and blue stuff. So I certainly want it. Galta, well, maybe. Two Galtas, well, both copies of Galta and the Huntmaster, just to free up enough space for Flame Sweep. Oh, alright, good stuff, good stuff. Yes, Tyvar Stand, putting in the work. Pterosaurus, 100%. Hopefully work goes well, fast and smooth. Gonna give it a go. Even though there's no third land for Topiary Stomper, I'm gonna hope that nothing bad happens to Huntmaster. Possibly could have mulligan for a Flame Sweep. But I like seeing this stable ramp here. I think it's worth a chance. Yeah, mulliganing at least once to see Flame Sweep. Yeah. Might have been more right. Would have been nice to finish him off with the hasty Carnage Tarrant, though. Oh boy. Certainly have that enter tapped. I don't want to take any more damage than I have to. Certainly against this. Oh, there it is, the third land. We got Huntmaster. We got Topiary Stomper, probably, no matter what. As long as they don't have a counter spell, but they may want to start doing stuff. Okay, oh, there's... Time is numbered, I think. And it's nice. Stomp Ground can enter tapped. Don't have to take 2, and I still get my 4th land here. Going to have 5 next turn, and that is going to be pretty fantastic. Attacking. Oh, okay, good. Certainly, they weren't going to block with the Iconoclast. I would have been happy to do that because I do have the 5th land. Excuse me. The 5th land for Regisaur. Oh my goodness. I think we know what it has to be. Flame Sweep. Just drop them. Gonna attack with Huntmaster just to see what happens. Get a little bit of value with it. Chip away and... that's got to do it. Yeah, they set themselves up there. Oh. Bing, bang, boom. Dead. Lights out. Not dealing 20 damage in one turn. That's not happening. Smoked him. So I couldn't have asked for a better Flame Sweep. My goodness. I was just surprised that Huntmaster lived. Whew. Man, I had a feeling, and that hand certainly worked out. And with 4 Flame Sweeps, there's a very good chance to see it within a few turns, I would imagine. Or at least you should hope to see 1 copy of the 4 Flame Sweeps by the time you get through a quarter of the way. Or a little bit sooner. Worth a try, I think. Still no Flame Sweep, but 2 lands. Bunch of stuff for 2, even if something gets interrupted along the way here. Should still be good. Oh boy. Definitely Thunderherd Migration. Now I do have to grab another forest just to make sure I have the second source for Topiary Stomper here. Of course, hopefully it's another land, Rockfall Vale, or another source of red that enters untapped, and I could go Huntmaster plus Topiary. But things could be rough. Oh, I like this. Ready and waiting to counterspell. I think. You know what? I'm going to try Huntmaster. Rather than use it on Huntmaster, because if I can land the Topiary Stomper, that ramp is stable and sticking around. Okay, whatever I did would have been stopped. That's alright. Boy. Interesting. So they tapped everything to try and get to their 3rd land, I think. Yeah, I got it. Beautiful stuff indeed. There we go. Love it. Love it. I don't have anything else that needs red, so I'll still go with the 3rd forest there, and hopefully I can go Marauding plus the 2nd Topiary. Or if we're free, I might go Marauding and Ripjaw if I draw a 5th land. If I draw, I would like to go, or hopefully get to 7 lands next turn. Don't think it's possible though. That would be helpful, having Topiary Stompers able to attack and block. It's going good. Pretty good cuts. Took out the opponent quite nicely in game 2, but they are bringing the pain here a lot. If I can get Flame Sweep next turn, that's going to be pretty good. Are we just dead? Maybe. Maybe. Of course I do have Carnage Taunt. You know what? We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's it though. Well, they got a lot of cheap spells. That's got to be lethal. Yeah, no. We're not beating that. Listen to your gut. Mulligan for that flame sweep. Next time, we'll get him. All right. A lot of diamond ones tonight. Oh, yep. I like that. Instant. 2 lands, 2 things for 2. One of them being the absolutely lovely Thunderherd Migration. Castle Garenbrig first, of course, because I don't have a force to help it enter untapped. And this is Boros Convoke. So we saw one outing against something that requires that flame sweep, and this also. Hopefully we can take him down game 1 without needing to use it. It would be nice to surprise him in game 2. That would be painful. Went with the mountain instead, just so I can possibly go Huntmaster plus Marauding. They're getting some good stuff right here, right now. Tapping all those 5 creatures for the Loxodon? Something like that. Putting a counter on each creature used to convoke it. There we go. They do cut, unfortunately. That's alright. Give it an honest effort and see what we can make happen. Yes, it doesn't help your ramp, unfortunately. It is a very nice combo. I've been thinking of starting off with Flame Sweep, just because this deck is so popular. It's gonna not be as popular once people do the thing against it. If I had Flame Sweep, they would have had no chance. Would have had nothing. Ouch. No. Not going to beat that. It is sick. It's a good song for this, but yes, Tyvar stands. Gone. Flame Sweep. Going to learn my lesson against that Izzet Pyromancer list. Hopefully see it. If I don't see it, try a mulligan or 2. Shifting? Well, they're nothing blue, so switch that for Ripjaw, of course. Yeah. Let's go Flame Sweep. Cross your fingers. Imagine Flame Sweep, at least against this deck, is probably an auto win. Ooh. It's really good. I really like it. I'm going to keep it because even though no Flame Sweep, we got lots of acceleration and explosiveness. Snubhorn Sentry. Well, that certainly is quite interesting, and seeing the 3rd Huntmaster is not good. Nuts. Snubhorn Sentry actually seems pretty fantastic. They get to 10 permanents quite easily, ascending and then able to block and have a lovely 3/3. Oh boy. Where's a big heavy hitter? When you need it. Carnage next turn would be quite fantastic. Kind of cool to see another dinosaur on the opposite side. Oh, here it comes again. Nuts. Okay, that's not so bad. It's not the Loxodon, so Knight Errant of Eos doesn't put a counter on everything. That's okay. Yeah. 1 white for a 3/3 pretty easily, especially with this deck. That's good. Very good. Oh, and we're getting flooded. Well, it's probably all over next turn, unfortunately. Well, sometimes. You just get flooded. Nothing you can do. Pretty big, pretty big. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back from this one. Wait and see what I get next turn at least. Maybe it's going to be that Flame Sweep that is going to take out a few creatures here. My goodness. This is pretty gross. Maybe I should start out with Flame Sweep. We'll see what we face again. If we face this twice tonight, perhaps that's going to be on the agenda. Ripjaw Raptor and... Oh, okay, well... Where's that Flame Sweep when you need it? A sweeper. Anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, even with 22 lands, you just see a bunch. Nothing I really could have done differently. Seems pretty bad. No. Alright. What's it going to be now? Back-to-back Boros Convoke. I say start off with Flame Sweep. Move Tyvars to the sideboard. But possibly start off with Ripjaw Raptor. Just because Flame Sweep can ping it, Marauding can ping it, you have a few other ways to get that draw. This, though, not a source of red. If there was a source of red, 100%, that would be a keeper. Oh, well, that is better. We do have the turn 2 play of Thunderherd Migration. Gruul Vehicles, perhaps. Yes, that does seem to be the case. Double Thunderherd Migration, so at least getting to 4 lands for sure. I like it. Possibly play Shifting next turn if I see that 4th land. Although Shifting being 4 toughness does go down to Obliterating Bolt. That's always rough. Yeah, I'm liking Shifting. Oh, we got it. Yeah. I'm going to try for it. I was thinking get to 5 lands, but I want the body. I hope no Obliterating Bolt or the Akroan War. Man, it's like I'm playing with myself. It's pre-recorded, as some of you guys say. That is not the case. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Nothing else you can do with that, but Sword Fortune Frontier, 100%. What can I say? At the very least, I play this enough. It's, you have moments like that. They had it perfectly. Yes. I've always wanted to try Sword of Fortune Frontier a lot against Gruul Vehicles, although I don't see it too much. But it's just great all around. Even if you weren't facing a deck that was red and green or part red, part green, it still would be pretty good. Buffing the creature, doing that ability, card advantage, very nice. Oh, Ripjaw Raptor, what am I thinking? I almost didn't bring in Ripjaw Raptor. Oh, wow. I like that. I like to train my mind, just think of what could happen. I think it is a nice thought experiment. Don't want Galta to get stolen by the Akron War. That's a bad time. Trainix Rex, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Yeah, no, just going through, saying what could happen with the possible mana that they have. Something for 3, 4, and it is always a nice moment. It's a painful moment. Of course, this hand looks quite lovely. We got, as always, Thunderherd. You can't steal that with the Akron War, and you can't kill that with Obliterating Bolt. Or Stomp from Bone Crusher Giants, so that is good. And again, no one else in Pioneer, Explorer, whatever, they don't have access to this. Dinosaurs is the only deck that can do what I'm doing right here. Yeah, I'll grab another Source of Green. I have at least one with Stomping Ground. I don't want to mess things up too much. Psychic. Or a Madman, perhaps. A Mad Dino Man. Too bad I didn't bring in Flame Sweep. Oh, if I had brought in Flame Sweep, that would have... My goodness, look at this, folks. We've got the 3 swords, and you never know what you're going to see. Of course, this is a very low chance, what we're looking at here. Should be good. Pretty good. Yeah, we'll see. Yes, well, I try to have the best map and flashlight possible. Do my best. Oh boy. I think definitely Ripgyraptor. Cross my fingers they don't have you-know-what. Yeah. If I get to a 5th land next turn, Sword of Fortune Frontier, Ripjaw, boom. Maybe. Interesting. They'll hit us with Sky Sovereign. I'm going to be drawing 2 cards from this scenario at least, which is pretty good. Oh, we got another land. Beautiful. That is the thing I always love about Ripjaw. If they have to double up with damage-based removal, it's not a good time. Of course, being hit for 6 with Sky Sovereign is also bad. Canker Bloom is going to be rough. Maybe they expect Embercleave or something, or they expect Sword of Fortune Frontier. No, just got flooded by Swords and Stompers. That'd be a nice name for the deck. Swords and Stompers. Yeah, no, we're not living through that. I wouldn't even be getting to 7 lands that turn. I'd take the full brunt of their damage next turn, which would be 6 from Sky Sovereign, 4 from Bone Crusher, 3. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. 2 from Mutavault. Rough tonight, rough tonight. Sometimes they are. 3 swords, 3 Stompers, Nox. Where's the Crying Dino when you need it? I guess I just die. Can't always be good. It doesn't matter what you play. Of course, sometimes if things are rough, multiple times in a row, it might indicate there's something that could be tweaked, something that's off. But, I mean, if you're drawing 3 copies of a thing, that's going to bring the pain to a specific deck, and then you just kind of can't play it at the right time. You want to see Sword of Fortune Frontier often. 1 copy, 2 copies as a silver bullet, I don't think is enough. To see it reliably. Dino Blazed, oh, yeah. Easy day, yeah. Almost 12 hours. Fantastic stuff. Though it does look like mono green devotion, unfortunately. Yes, the first mono green of the night, so perhaps Sword of Fortune Frontier is going to be able to bring the pain to them in game 2. I mean, they did go first, which is absolutely not good whatsoever. We'll grab a second source red, just in case. Might want to go Hunt Master plus Marauding. If I only had Marauding or Hunt Master, I'd definitely grab a Forest. But if I don't draw another land next turn, it's Hunt Master for 2, Marauding for 1. Hopefully no Nykthos. There's going to be Storm the Festival, I would imagine, after they make their 6th green. Oh! Beautiful. Well. Hey, that's pretty good. They didn't get Nykthos. I like it. They got a lot of lands doing their classic stuff. Yeah. Try to make something happen. But anything going first is bad. It's always best to go first. But mono green going first. Oof. Boom. Dunzo, I would imagine. Oh, do they have some interaction, perhaps? Nah, we're not busting through that. We don't have Sword of Fortune Frontier, of course. But it's coming in. Again, like I was mentioning, Tyvar's stand, mono green doesn't really interact whatsoever, so take that out, bring all those in. Nice, simple. Yeah. Straightforward, very straightforward, I must say. I like that about, that switch in particular. Ugh. I would hope to see something for 2 or Topiary Stomp. Oh. That is better. That is quite a bit better. Wishing one of the Hunt Masters was a Sword of Fortune Frontier, but that's okay. A double mulligan, it seems, from the opponent. That's alright. Hopefully a third land. Get the hasty shifting Ceratops on turn 3. That would be some lovely... Oh, we got the Sword of Forge and Frontier. I'm still going to go Hunt Master. I was thinking Thunderherd Migration, but let's hold out hope for that third land. Oh, we got the third land. We're off to the races here. As always, the classic, fantastic Marauding for 1, Shifting for 2. Hunt Master giving Shifting Ceratops haste. Hit him. Hopefully we get Sword of Forge and Frontier attached to Shifting at some point. If we do, boom. I think that might just do them in. As long as they haven't super ramped, they've gone Portal to Phyrexia for 9, making us sacrifice 3 creatures. That would not be good. Oh, another land, yes. The question becomes... Yeah, Sword of Fortune Frontier. We're gonna kill him next turn. They have to take us out. Do something. They haven't done a whole lot of ramp. I think they're dead. As long as they don't have artifact destruction. Yeah, you got to do something about that. Certainly I wasn't going to attack with Shifting, which would have traded with the Old Growth Troll and given them a ton of ramp, but I'm going to be faster. They've already gone down to 15. I'm happy to take 4. I don't care, my clock is going to be better than theirs. Going to get a bunch of lands here and boom. Hit them for 7. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, 2 things. I'm going to play another Shifting Ceratops. How fantastic is that? They have to do 20 to us. It doesn't matter. I can block with everything other than the shifting that has sword. They want to attack with something big. The other shifting blocks. Yes, look at that. That is sick. 5 ways. I just wish Sword of Forge and Frontier was cheaper in paper. It makes me cry. And yeah. Yeah, if this was cheaper in paper, I'd get it. Maybe I just have to, because it's a mono green killer. All the other bodies just block their big stuff. Keep hitting them with whoever you've attached Sword of Forge and Frontier to, and you win. Doesn't matter if all the other stuff dies. If you hit them 2 or 3 times, or they know there's nothing they can do, they know they will die, they may just concede. Okay. I'm gonna keep using this, that's for sure. Again, I haven't used it a whole lot. Maybe that's been a mistake. Maybe, again, it's been a mistake not to use Tyvar's and Sword of Forge and Frontier. The missing links that I've been sleeping on. Perhaps tomorrow I'm gonna do a Super Sword. Actually, I think I did that. Hard to say. They do all blend together, but that certainly has to be a mulligan. That's, yeah, maybe. One more. It's got to be one more. If it was a Source Red Huntmaster. Yeah. Oh, okay. That is decently better, I would say. 3 lands, Huntmaster, plus the thing that kills this. Hopefully we get a payoff for all this ramp and cost reduction. Certainly slapping it on Carnage Tyrant would be nice. A Topiary Stomper mixed in somewhere here. Okay, well, at least we got 1 Huntmaster. Possibly that Sword of Forge and Frontier next turn. Sword of Forge and Frontier, even if I attached it to Huntmaster, I could still just chip away with that, get some card advantage, and hopefully it doesn't get too nasty. Cavalier of Thorns, not too bad. Cross my fingers, Storm the Festival doesn't happen next turn, though. Okay, we keep getting the lands. I like it. Yeah, I'll just go with this and hope for the best. Guess I didn't really have a payoff for untapping Nykthos. They could have done it with Nissa's ability there. Huh. Yeah, we're not coming back from that one. Oh, we got another sword. Unlucky. But you saw how it does the trick. Man, can't win them all. Yeah, sword. Staying in. Okay, what's it going to be? It is nice, though, that all the decks have been quite a bit different. I would expect Rakdos Midrange at some point here. Hopefully Azorius Control, which I faced, I think, 3 Azorius Control around the middle of the afternoon. Or just after lunch today. That was weird. Well, it does look like artifacts, perhaps. Or maybe it's Azorius Control. Of course, with them going first, they will be able to counter the Thunderherd migration. I'm going to try to get it off and hope the censor doesn't happen. Oh, that is good for us. Oh, exciting. I love it when that happens. Although it does seem to be some sort of Yorion thing, perhaps. Although Yorion is not a companion. It's not in the slot. When you see Omen of the Sea, an enchantment, you got to imagine it could be something heavily enchantment leaning. But definitely love seeing Huntmaster and Marauding. If both of these stick around, it certainly is going to be painful. Perhaps they were waiting for a counterspell on this, which, you know, it's still wouldn't be too bad. Or they cycle Censor, because now it's no use. Okay. Oh, a Dinosaur Roar. Yes, yes. Yes, Nox, I do like that suggestion. Temporary lockdown? Yeah, it's kind of rough. Of course, a Huntmaster plus Marauding, but yeah. Yeah, just a giant roar. Carnage Tyrant's Roar, whenever it enters the battlefield, is also very nice, I must say. I just hope they don't have another temporary lockdown, though. That, of course, would decimate Boros Convoke. Big time. Cross your fingers. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to write that down. That's a good suggestion, Nox. Oh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And go Tyrannix Rex. Yeah. Let's see what they do with that. Boom. 5 for an 8/8 trample, haste, ward 4, toxic 4. They don't have enough to target it. At the most, it would be something for 2, and they would only have 3 left over. Oh, they're done for. If they sweep us next turn, I have 5 mana. I can still go Regis or Alpha, keep up the aggression. If I see Castle Garen break, it means the other Tyrannix Rex, and we're feeling pretty good. I'm going to attack with everything. If they don't have a sweeper next turn, and if they still don't take out T-Rex, lights out. And Nox, I mean, right there. Playing Tyrannix Rex, that'd kind of be fantastic. Turning it around, or of course, yes, if I do top deck it, as I have done in the past. That is also lovely. Sweep. Sweep or die. That's alright. These things happen. Hopefully they don't have another one for Regis or Alpha, and I can still have some left up for the token. Perhaps this is the first time that we see Tyvar's putting in the work. Interesting. Oh boy, oh boy. Here goes nothing. Maybe it could be Settle the Wreckage. Hopefully not. We'll see. Beautiful stuff. I'll do X as 1 just to get it to 5 if they have removal for the token. I still have lots extra to pay for a counter spell, which I hope doesn't happen. Oh boy. They got removal for it, I think. Still dead. Look at that. Tyvar's stand is staying in. Beautiful. Pterosaurus. Hopefully you saw that. You've probably had some interactions just like it. Wow. Wow. And of course I stopped the 2 life gain from Wandering Emperor's ability. -2 exile target tapped creature. They gain 2 life. They don't gain 2 life if the thing doesn't get exiled, which is very nice. They would have gone to, they would have been left at 2, but leave it. Pay the, oh, Tyvar stand the best stand. Yes, I can stand behind Tyvar's stand. But yeah, I thought If they have a counter spell that wants me to pay 1 or 2, something like that, play it safe. Get Regis or Alpha to just big enough and then leave a bunch of mana behind to pay for extra costs. Oh yes, that is plussing a trampled dino, which maybe it's the only thing that's left. They're tapped out, but Tyvar's stance at the moment could have given +5/+5, making that token an 8/8 or some other trampling dino. Yeah, well, keep everything as is. Definitely. Man. Beautiful. It's just the best all around. You certainly probably agree, Pterosaurus. You stop removal from any deck that has removal and you're off to the races. Most stuff does have something that's going to interact. Fatal Pushes or Heartless Act from Rakdos. Red-based removal for 3 damage. Something like that. Now, hopefully the Thunderherd Migration does get countered. I think it will. I think whatever I played would have, and I'm still going to try with this. That's alright. Shelter Ticket next turn, plus Huntmaster. Hopefully they have played something, but I wouldn't have thought that. No, I'm going to play it safe, just in case they have a Censor. We'll see. They just got a lot of counter spells. They know what's about to happen, and hopefully they have a bunch more in hands. That is going to be useless. But hopefully we see Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannix Rex at some point here. Got to be at least a little bit worried. But certainly shifting next turn is going to do the trick. They could have Ether Gust, definitely. A little bit flooded, but hey, getting the job done for exactly lethal was pretty sweet. Maybe they'll dig for a sweeper, but I've got to expect I'm going to see something that isn't a land. There's a very good chance at this point, because I'm staring down 8 of them already. Well, that's all right. Yeah, I can cycle Sheltered Thicket for 2. Still play my land for the turn. Thunderherd Migration for 3, although Topiary Stomper for 3 instead is better. Get to 6, will definitely be at 7 next turn. And because Topiary Stomper was out since the start of our turn, we'll be able to attack with it. Well, hey, if they want to return it, I'm going to super duper ramp. My goodness. Pulling all the lands out of the deck. I better see Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannix Rex at some point here. My goodness. I better not draw another land next turn, or else I definitely will cry. Yes, this shifting Regisaur, Carnage, Tyrannix Rex. There are so many things that it could be. There's a very good chance to see something Regisaur Alpha. Ugh. Nuts. Yes, I still have 1 land left. Certainly I'm going to go with Thunderherd Migration, and yeah, there we go. No more lands. Say it with me. No more lands. Yeah. Shifting is hasty, Regisaur is hasty, Tyrannix Rex is hasty. That's alright. Okay, we got something. Perhaps they have another sweeper. At the very least, Carnage Tyrant will draw that out. Good stuff. I'd rather Supreme Verdict Tyrannix Rex. I'd rather Tyrannix Rex live. We've got 1 less Supreme Verdict and Farewell. That's a lot of sweepers, I must say. A lot of pain and suffering. Boo. No more lands. No more lands. Shifting Ceratops. Okay, okay. I like it. I hope. No more lands and no Ether Gust. Well, that emblem isn't so bad if the creatures can't be countered. And Jace can't, yeah. We're attacking with good old shifting. Beautiful stuff. Of course, I did have 3, so I didn't have to worry about Wandering Emperor. I might have to come up here, though. And I'm almost tempted to bring in Back to Nature to get rid of Temporary Lockdown, Omen of the Sea. Maybe some other enchantments. Another Farewell. Nuts. Where's Tyrannix Rex when you need it? Ah, we didn't say no more lands enough. Yeah, just very unfortunate to not have seen the first of 4 T-Rexes yet. Darn. Nuts. I wait at least another turn or 2, but it certainly is getting away from us. Tyrannix Rex could be very nice and lovely and helpful. Hey, this is the beauty of live. You just, well, you just never know. I'll wait. One more turn. One more turn. Back-to-back Castle Green breaks. Okay, they got the Hullbreaker Horror. That definitely locks things up if I don't see another shifting. If I see a shifting, I could just fly right past everything they have, perhaps. Might be nice. Yeah. I mean, Hullbreaker Horror is bigger than Carnage Torrent, unfortunately. Oh, yes. Yeah, we didn't say no more castles. If we had said no more castles, that probably would have helped to draw the Tyrannix Rex, I would imagine. Yeah, you would think. Guttural Response. Yes, Nox. Vexing Shusher. I do like Vexing Shusher. Pay a green and a thing can't be countered just to protect everything else. Although I think Vexing Shusher from Shadowmoor, I should find a way to quickly link it for you guys. But you can search it up. Shadowmoor, Vexing Shusher. I just like saying the name. It's pretty funny. A goblin that can't be countered, I believe. You pay extra mana and other stuff can't be countered. Yeah, keep it the same. It really can't go a whole lot worse than that. Of course, you guys might be scared that I just jinxed it by saying that, but I have no fear, no limits. Get the job done. Oh, 5. Yep, keeping that. A bunch of stuff for 2 lands, a thing to protect the early stuff to get the bigger stuff. Just keep it simple and straightforward. Protect early, play big a little bit sooner. Yeah, definitely with this Huntmaster. And hopefully it's sticking around. Marauding Raptor, excuse me, next turn. No, they're going to do something to him. Portable Hole. Maybe. Or bounce it. Huh. That's okay. That's okay. Excuse me. Certainly it would have been nice if Sheltered Thicket entered untapped. I'd be able to protect Marauding Raptor with that source of green. However, it's not too bad. Not the end of the world, and they certainly haven't done a whole lot with that Omen of the Sea, so we should be in pretty good position. Definitely Topiary Stomper next turn. Oh, and we got the Karplusan Forest to boot. I was start with Topiary. Possibly could go Marauding, set ourselves up for that. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to deal 4. Tyvar stand for 1 green, and I will have 1 left over if I need to protect it, which I didn't. Alright, we get Carnage Tyrant next turn. If they steal Topiary Stomper, I just won't even use it to save Topiary. It's probably Marauding, I would think. Yeah. Huh. They'll figure it out eventually. Putting us to sleep a little bit. I finished my cup of coffee. I could probably go and make another one. Maybe they lagged out, crashed, or something like that. They played borrowed time, and they borrowed time for themselves to go have a bathroom break. Maybe. AFK or something. We'll get there. Get there. Or they're taking so long to figure out what to exile because they're worried about something happening. I got protection. Oh, I love it. Now the question becomes, Carnage Tyrant? Yes, I think just Carnage Tyrant. I was thinking Marauding plus Carnage Tyrant, but I wouldn't have been able to attack with the second Marauding and make use of its increase in damage. Imagine that would draw out a sweeper though. Perhaps they're still lagging. They have to have a sweeper this turn. They do need another source of white. They only have one with the Hallowed Fountain there, so Supreme Verdict still might not happen. Maybe they have another Hall of the Storm Giants, which would enter the battlefield tapped as well. They basically have to sweep this turn. What are they wondering about? Yeah, we'll get to. Hopefully it didn't. That's always rough. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they soured or something. It's odd though. It ran down the timer, the clock. They do have to choose something for borrowed time. Maybe because it ran down, the game just automatically chose Marauding. But I still think they'd have to wait and choose something. They just didn't know what to choose, or they just have a lot of costly stuff in hand. Maybe it's a bunch of who knows what. Maybe they still didn't draw the fourth land this turn. They've got 2 Supreme Verdicts in hand. They didn't draw that second source of white, the fourth land. They don't have a second source of white for temporary lockdown. They could have maybe a bunch of temporary lockdowns. 3 temporary lockdowns sitting in hand. Useless. Possibly. Yeah, let's see Tyvar stand though. Oh boy. Let's see it show up here again. I think at least a few times tonight, I must say. Yeah. And hopefully getting revenge against Mono Green with Sword of Forge and Frontier. Let's see another Azorius Control. That would be pretty cool to face him like 3 times in a night. It was nice a couple weeks ago to have back-to-back Azorius Control right at the end of the night. Oh, loved it. But this hand, I do not love. No way. That's infinitely better. 2 lands, 2 things for 2 yeah. Send Tyrannix Rex to the bottom. Hopefully see it. Of course, Castle Garenbrig, play that first. It would have entered tapped if I didn't draw a forest coming up here. Karplusan Forest is always untapped. And mono green again, it seems. Back to back. Twice. I will try for Thunderherd Migration, though. We'll get a 3rd land. Hope for a 5th one. Or a 4th one next turn. Huntmaster Topiary. Oh, yes. Or the opponent had the option to reveal. Or when the match finished, it just automatically shows you. Something like that. Grab a 2nd source of red with the mountain here, though. Possibly Huntmaster next turn. Hopefully it's fast enough, but again, mono green it may not be. Yeah. Nuts. I'll wait and see. Might get a nice surprising win, and then super surprise him with Sword of Fortune Frontier in game 2. Oh, but that is nice. Could use Tyvar stand on a Huntmaster to block the Cavalier of Thorns, not take 5 damage. But of course they got Storm the Festival, the 2nd turn at it. Flashback for 10. I imagine that is it. For this game at least. The Shrine, oh. Which shrine are you talking about? I'm thinking of a bunch of shrines. Oh. Yeah, the shrine, yes, I should have known. Yeah, well, possibly. I think it could be good just because, maybe. We do have a lot of devotion to green with Tyrannix Rex, Topiary Stomper. You do need to get at least 4 devotion to meet the breakpoints. If you're tapping 2 lands plus Nykthos and you're making 3 mana, that's still effectively the same. But if you can tap 2 lands and Nykthos, 3 lands in total to make at least 4 plus mana. Yeah. I think it could be alright. Certainly with Topiary Stomper and Shifting Ceratops. Worth a shot at some point. Yeah, oh no, I'm not winning that one. They got the Portal to Phyrexia. Yeah. I was thinking, maybe a single copy. Could be good, but I wouldn't want it to cause too much pain. Maybe often enough early on it would be just tapping for a colorless, or would it make sense to tap 2 lands and it to make 2 green? 3 lands to make 2 mana. That's a no-no. I think it might be too painful. Maybe against a deck that wouldn't be interacting much. I use Nykthos against mono green that also uses Nykthos. Could see that, yeah. Oh yes, they do count for devotion to either color. Although usually most of the time I am pretty heavily in green, but yeah. Yeah, both colors. Whatever is more, of course, you'd probably tap it for that, unless you wanted something that was just a ton of red. might change your decision. But this certainly looks lovely. Rockfall Veil to start if I get Hunt Master or Marauding coming up for turn 2. Of course, at the very least, we've got Thunderherd Migration. We've got the turn 3 shifting. We've got Castle Garenbrig. Hopefully, that Sword of Fortune Frontier. Yeah. Win again with shifting and attaching the sword to it. Turn 3 shifting for 4. Turn 4 I would have 5 mana with all the lands and I just slap the sword on it. And we're off to the races. Back-to-back Wolf Willow. That is a lot of ramp. Oh boy. It's not too bad. If I see the sword next turn, maybe that's going to be enough to get the job done. I only have to hit him 7. Well, I would only hit him 3 times. 7 plus 7, 14 plus another 7 is 21. As long as they don't gain any life, I hope. Yeah. Where's that sword? Tyrannix Rex though, next turn, but maybe something that is a little cheaper. Help do that plus Galta. Yes, definitely. Definitely. That's another thing I should add. Jam it in somewhere. Field of Ruin. It's been a while since I've used it. Oh, they got the portal. Nuts. And they're going to transform Polychronos, it seems. Okay, I got a 6. We're not winning this one. No siree. Yeah. Field of Ruin, Damping Sphere, of course. If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it only makes 1 colorless. That would be helpful. I've used it a little bit in the past, but sometimes Damping Sphere would just hurt me more than it helps me. Alpine Moon could be nice. Nope. 1 red for an enchantment that you name a land. It loses all abilities, and it gains the ability to just tap for a mana of any color, which certainly that's a lot better than 6 or 7 or however much Nykthos will tap for. 1 Alpine Moon, maybe 1 Damping Sphere, just a couple one-ofs that altogether hate on the deck quite nicely. Of course, I would love Alpine Moon having a turn 1 play, but turn 1 red untapped certainly would be a little bit rough. I don't imagine that would happen. I'll go with Topiary Stomper. I want to protect Marauding Raptor. I feel Leyline Binding could happen. And I do have 4 lands, or I will have 4 lands coming up, so Regis Ralph next turn with the Marauding that still sticks around. Nice. Oh, it's going to be, hopefully they don't have a second one in hand, of course. Phew, okay. They didn't. I love it. Can't go with Tyrannix Rex, but this is what it is all about. What did I say? Boom. Because Marauding survived, we get to do that. Protect the big thing, protect the small thing. Sometimes that's all you need. Hasty Tyrannix Rex next turn if I draw another land. But Shifting Ceratops would just do the trick, yes. Boom. I won because of Tyvars. That's where it's at. I always forget the boom. I should make it that whenever I say boom, the microphone sees it and it automatically triggers that explosion. Voice activated clips and memes. that's a good case. But yeah, they did have another source of white, so, you know, there's a small chance of a second leyline binding coming down. But exactly, highlighting what I mentioned at the very start of tonight. You save this, that's all you need. You get the cost reduction for whatever, boom, you're off to the races. For 1 green, you get to deal an extra 4, because that's still sticking around, and you get to play this. Actually, an extra 6, because it pings Regisaur plus the token, and the token attacks. And this song as well. That's perfect in the moment. But we've got enchantments, as always. Back to nature. Kind of tempted to keep Tyvar in. Oh, let me think. Huntmaster, yeah, maybe. Maybe. 3 Huntmasters. Well, yeah, trim 3 Huntmasters. That's still got a decent amount of stuff for 2. 9 in total. But yeah, I want to keep that. Now, here goes nothing. Oh my goodness, absolutely beautiful. I see the one of only Huntmaster, because I cut the other 3 copies just a little bit ago, and 2 Tyvars. This certainly seems very promising indeed. There is no back to nature, but immediately when I saw Huntmaster, oh, we were saying pre-recorded. As I said, there is no back to nature. It floats across the screen. What is going on here? It's live. You can't top that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Beautiful. Ah, nuts. They used leyline binding. Shucks. Pay the 2. I'm sure they'll expect a Tyvar stand, but I would imagine Marauding is going to stick around. They could have temporary lockdown, which would exile it. I can't get around exiles. I maybe should have expected that. Fires of Invention plus Enigmatic Incarnation. Coming up. I hope not. Ooh, okay, so they're getting Agent of Treachery or something. Hopefully that's not the case. We do lose Huntmaster to the 2 damage ping. No, we don't. What are they getting for 5? Elish Norn. Yeah. Now the question becomes, reveal the fact that I have back to nature, or just packed in because they did those things. I'm kind of tempted to do that. Let me think. Actually, I'm going to cycle this. See what we get. Thunderbird Migration. Gonna wait and see what happens. Possibly use back to nature if they play another big, impactful enchantment. They probably want to do something to someone. No. I don't think I'm going to bust through, and I don't want to show them that I had that. I want to surprise them. I didn't have anything to protect marauding. I didn't have something that destroys all enchantments. I was just done for. Yeah. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Yep, 100%. Again, no back to nature, but 4 lands, 2 things for 2. Shifting, of course, hopefully on turn 3. Just hopefully we see the Leyline Binding coming up. Or, back to nature, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm going to play it safe with Thunderherd. Worried about that Leyline Binding. And I in the deck a little bit. Possibly, slightly increasing the chances of seeing that back to nature. And I get to do that. Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. Now we're in range of Carnage Tyrant, T-Rex, Hasty Shifting Ceratops if Leyline Binding takes out Marauding. Temporary Lockdown, not doing a whole lot. Deafening Clarion. Hey, they paid 3 to destroy. Yeah, Marauding only. That is good. Be attacking with Topiary Stomper next turn, which is certainly quite nice, although, yes, a wee bit flooded. Can play anything we draw at this point, which is nice. Fires of Invention, Enigmatic, Incarnation. Enigmatic sacrificing fires to get Elish Norn and doubling their enter the battlefield effects, or maybe something else to deal with shifting. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is, folks. I got the thing to do the trick. Boom, I'm attacking with everything. Of course, Elish Norn is going to trade with shifting, but I get an extra 4 damage with Topiary. And they've lost Fires of Invention, so they would have to play another Fires plus Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding for 1 might only leave them with 3. They still wouldn't be able to pay the ward cost. We'll see. Nah. Alright. What's it gonna be? Something else for 5. Some creature that can help block Tyrannosaurus Rex, and we do lose it. They can't do anything to it. They are tapped out, which is lovely. If I see another Tyrannosaurus Rex, yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah. They're going to fight Topiary Stomper. They're going to make 2 wolves, and, well, Elish Norn and Tolsmir will have to block, but that's still not enough total damage. The wolf is going to block Voja here. If I see Tyvar stand, I win. If I see another Tyrannosaurus Rex, I win. That's pretty sweet. They do gain a bunch of life. Oh, Tyvar's. Well, that's not Tyvar's, unfortunately. Boom. And hopefully we don't die next turn. I was thinking Marauding Raptor, but there's probably a good chance they're going to do something to Marauding. Leyline Binding for 1 would probably lock things up, I imagine. We'll see. Okay, so they're not Leyline Binding. They're not going to attack with Tolsmir because they would be dead next turn. I can't. They have to block all damage from Tyrannosaurus Rex. Otherwise, they will get to 10 poison counters and be doomed. I'd be taking a little bit of damage from Elish Norn, but 4 is not too much. That's alright. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh, that's nuts. Where's the Tyvar stand when you need it? Yeah. We do get to take out Elish Norn, which is quite fantastic. But yeah, Just barely, not enough to take out Tyrannix Rex. Leyline Bind. Oh! Done for. Yes, there it is, folks. Victor. Wow, look at that victory. What's up? I'm bringing the pain to the classic, fantastic 5-color Fires of Invention, Elish, Norn, Enigmatic, Incarnation, Karuga, Macro Sage deck. Yeah. You see why I love it so much. But again, if they had Leyline Binding, they'd cast it for 1. And they certainly had enough lands to play it, but yeah. Ooh. Second place at Pioneer. Oh, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Fantastic to hear. That's nice. One day I will do F&M Pioneer in Paper Magic, but again with 2 kids, that is difficult. Yeah, and hopefully film it too, or do a live stream of my matches at the local game store for all you guys. That'd be nice as well, if the opponents are comfortable doing it. Mono white, and it is very nice to beat mono white, 100%. I lost once today to mono white, right around lunchtime, and this hand though, it is interesting. And I beat Rakdos today because, well, of Tyvar's stand. They wanted to steal Galta with Mechanized Warfare. 2 and a red, they make a treasure token, steal a creature for a turn. But I had 1 green for Tyvar's to protect Galta against the steal, and I won because of that as well. I'm going to keep that. I think it could be good. On the draw, you know, an extra chance to see another land and super duper protection coming up. Although mono green devotion again, the 3rd time of the night. Maybe because I brought in Sword of Fortune Frontier to give protection from red and green to the creature. That's why I'm facing it so much. It's been a long time since it's been this often, back to back to back. Cavalier of Thorns. Never seen this card before in my life. Ugh. At least they can't tap Nykthos. That's a good thing. Hey, we got a wee bit of time. Ooh. I wonder if they're gonna play Storm the Festival next turn. You never know. Old Growth Troll and tap Nykthos, untap it, tap it. Oh yeah. It's nice to hear that. Well, even though sometimes it's painful on Arena, you guys have success in Paper, and just nice to bounce ideas. Doing things collectively and hopefully getting a little bit further ahead. Or you see some scenarios here and then you can apply it to the real world and lay the beat down with whatever deck you're facing or using. Yeah, that's rough. Wonder if they're going to grab Proto to Phyrexia. I'm just waiting to see if they grab it, but we're definitely dead. Oh, okay. No, I'm not busting through that. I just thought it was interesting to see 2 Tyvars, but we know what it is. Sword of Fortune Frontier. They're not targeting us much, if at all, so Tyvars goes. As I'm going to keep defaulting this out against mono green, Sword of Fortune Frontier, to chop down all that stuff. Possibly Flame Sweep. I've always wondered about Flame Sweep, but you would really have to see it. If those mana dorks live a turn or two, they've dropped some other bigger stuff, and then the benefit of killing them is kind of lost. Of course, that first hand with no lands was a no-no. I will send a Force to the bottom. I'll keep Galta, just because, again, they don't do a whole lot early. We have a good chance to see the Queen. Slap Sword of Fortune Frontier on her, and ooh, hopefully that happens at some point. It will happen eventually if I just keep using Sword. But it's going to be nice. Using Sword of Fortune Frontier against Gruul Vehicles as well. Mono red, perhaps. Oh boy. Oh boy. At least they don't have haste, so we won't have to worry about them flipping Invasion of Ixalan coming up. Yeah, Topiary Stomper. I want to get to 5 lands this turn. Maybe 7 next turn. If I draw a Thunderherd Migration or another Topiary Stomper, I would get there. Wouldn't quite be able to play Galta. If I draw Castle Garenbrig, I could do Galta. Don't think they can storm the festival this turn. Ooh, they can't. Beautiful. Well, Shifting Ceratops hasty for sure. I do have 1 green left over, which is quite nice. Apply the pressure to Kiora a little bit. Maybe stop the untapping and drawing. Where's that sword? Sword of Fortune Frontier next turn. At least Galta. That's going to be pretty scary. They haven't played or had too much big stuff enter. Karn could be dropping or grabbing Portal to Phyrexia. I think they're going to do that now. I'm surprised they didn't do that first game, but they certainly were ahead with the board. Pestilent Cauldron again. Huh. Interesting. What's it going to be? They can do Nykthos for 4 if they untap it with Kiora's ability. Oh, well, at least I am at 7 lands. It's very nice for Topiary Stomper. Well, I would have been at 7 lands anyways. Pleasure Karn and Kiora. Make sure Kiora goes down. At least. They would lose 1 devotion if Llanowar Elves wanted to block Karn to save them. So that could also be good. They lose a little bit of ramp. Yeah. A decent bit of ramp. Oh, that'd be sweet if I see Sword at any time. We're getting close to a quarter of the way through, so of course there is a very good chance to see our first copy. Yeah. Sword of Fortune Frontier. Slap it on the Queen. They're dead. Although it could be Portal to Phyrexia. They can't play it this turn. And maybe not for a few turns. They have to do something to Galta though. They're looking for a Transmogrifying Wand. Playing it for 3. Using its ability for 3 mana or something. I think it's going to be Transmogrifying Wand. Checking if they can do it. Play it and pay for its ability. Maybe. I got to imagine Transmogrifying Wand is their best bet at this point to just get rid of Galta. I make a 2/4 goat, which I actually won probably about a week ago with that goat. I had just enough for lethal damage. That was pretty sweet. Actually, I think I attached Embercleave to the goat that is made after Transmogrifying Wand destroys something. But Mightstone and Meatstone. Okay, so they're going to take out Shifting Ceratops. -5, -5. Ah, interesting. That is good. Polychronos for 3, getting them to just enough devotion to tap Nykthos for 5 and do this. Sword of Fortune Frontier, you can do it. You can do it. No more oh my god. Oh, we got it. We got the win. We got the win. We did not get the win. Okay, well, we're going to kill Karn. And then we'll attach it. Alright. Forgot about Karn turning off artifact abilities. Whew. Okay, well, hopefully we got him. I hit for 14 next turn. Although they could flip Polychronos here. Maybe. That seems like they might do it. Man, I was so excited to attach it. I'm like, wait a second. I always forget about Karn's passive. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated. Oh, and they gotta land for Nykthos for 8. Well, they're playing something, I bet. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, we're not dead yet. They got Storm the Festival, and hopefully they don't get another cure to untap Nykthos, tap it again for... Oh. My goodness. Well, it's a good game for them, it seems. Unfortunately. Mostly somewhat go infinite now. That will do it. Restorative Burst. I'm pretty sure this is infinite. I'll wait and see, just because I've never actually seen a mono green devotion player do this infinite combo. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing much you can do. Well, they got their combo. Yeah. Mono green devotion. Sometimes the sword is not even enough. Right. Round 4. Mono green devotion. That's never happened. I have had a night where I faced Rakdos Midrange 4 times in a row. It might have been 5. That was nuts. One night it's going to be Azorius Control 5 times, I bet. Yeah, if we would have seen the sword a little bit sooner, I think we would have got the job done. Oh, we got Boros Convoke, I would imagine, with that Sacred Foundry. Yeah. Maybe not. Hopefully Huntmaster sticks around so I can go Marauding plus Topiary next turn. And I do have Castle Garenbreak as always, getting us to T-Rex. I think there might be a good chance. Boros Jeskai. Oh, what is going on here? I got a hodgepodge of stuff. That still should be pretty good. I imagine they have some amount of interaction, although it's got to be Marauding plus Topiary Stomper. And if they all stick around, next turn, boom, explosive amounts of damage. Take Kiora down a chunk, at least. And hopefully she runs out of loyalty pretty soon. Down to 2 is that's pretty good. If they use 1 loyalty for Heart of Kiran plus Kiora to yeah, that'd be alright. Galta next turn, Hasty. Let's hope for that. They could have some sort of sweeper. They do have 2 sources of red, a source of white. Some form of interaction against us. But if they can only take out 1 Huntmaster or Marauding, we will get T-Rex next turn. Might just try Galta, especially because I got Tyvar's stand and I can protect Galta, but they got 4 mana here and I bet they're doing something with that. I guess they'll attack with Heart of Kiran. Maybe. It's got to be lights out for them. They're not doing a whole lot. Oh. Yeah. Galta. Leave some mana to protect if they have a sweeper next turn. Boom. Not sure why they said oops, but... yeah, I'll hit them. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why they said oops. Maybe they have a big sweeper coming up. Supreme Verdict or something. Who knows? Oh, Ral goes infinite. Can they go infinite this turn? That's the question. Okay. At least they lost Kiora. The Wandering Emperor. Oh, what are they going to do? Oops. Boom. Gotcha. Well, they're dead now. Man. Tyvar's, again, multiple times tonight. The All-Star. Hit me for 4. Who cares? Ah, gotcha. Okay. Tyvar's stand is sticking in. I'm going to keep in mind that Ral. Watching out for them to go infinite. There's not a whole lot I can do against this. I've seen it a couple times before. It's been a long time though, so I don't remember quite exactly off the top of my head. But either way, just try and be aggressive. They got counter spells and stuff for blue. We saw a whole lot of things. You know, the Wandering Emperor is a possibility if they get 2 sources of white. Anything else I want to do? That's the question. Sword of Fortune Frontier, maybe. I don't think they have a whole lot of enchantments. I'll keep it as is and hope for the best. Oh, it was definitely nice to turn around that oops, I must say. Like, ooh, I'm going to exile Galta. I feel good. We're going to get him. No. Big time. Keeping that. You know what? I'll send Tyvars to the bottom. I've got Carnage Giant, which they can't target whatsoever, and I definitely want to keep the 2 Thunderherd migrations, hoping they don't have a counter spell coming up. Good. No source of blue. Hopefully I get to make them feel blue, and hopefully they don't draw more lands. No more lands. I certainly have enough at this point. We will get to Carnage Giant eventually, in 2 turns. They better be scared. Fable of the Moonbreak. That's to be expected, I guess. It is certainly a lovely card. I'll reveal Marauding Raptor. I'm going to play it anyways this turn. Just hope for the best. Would be nice to attack with it next turn. But either way, Carnage Giant happens. Maybe they think it won't when they kill Marauding. That's not the case. Doesn't matter. I make 6 green, even if I didn't have another land in my hand. Happens. Yeah, maybe that Sword of Fortune Frontier would be good. Not worrying about Chandra or... but Angel Fire Ignition, I must say, that seems rough. That's going to be problematic. Kind of tempted to just take out Chandra, though. Come to think of it. Stop their ramping. Nah, Carnage Giant. We'll go with that. I just want to get that guy down. And hopefully they don't slap too much bad stuff on Angel Fire Ignition. I think they'll make Heart of Kieran a creature, Angel Fire Ignition on it to put some counters and give it lifelink and trample and all that good stuff. Yeah. Carnage Giant with double strike at the moment would be good as well, but with Tyvar stand, maybe just to pump it up, do a bunch more. But they have some sort of sweeper that can do enough damage to take out Carnage Giant. They can't attack with anything on the ground, but maybe they would the Goblin token just to make a treasure. No, that is going to be nice. Instant speed artifact destruction certainly would feel pretty good, I must say. That's going to pad their life total. They could do something else for 4. Okay. Yeah. Still might be able to make something happen, although I am certainly missing Tranquil Frillback at the moment. I'm destroying that Heart of Kieran. That'd be ideal. Or something that deals with a creature that has flying would be nice as well. Yeah, 100% Chandra going down. And hopefully they don't have another Angel Fire Ignition. They can remove a loyalty counter from Heart of Kirin this turn. So I have to use Carnage Tyrant to trade with Chandra. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. It's a 6/6. 1 damage still gets through. That's okay. I wanted to make sure I traded with it because the 2 counters brings it to 6 power. Shifting would die to that. I wanted to take it out. It and Chandra. This was the only way. Maybe they were assuming I was going to attack with shifting. They thought I was, and then they did their thing, and now they're forced to lose Heart of Kirin and Chandra, but also trade with Carnage. Lovely. What's it going to be? They would take it, sure. I would have just let Carnage through if shifting had also tried to attack them in the face. Part of Kirin trading with shifting, and they lose Chandra. Probably. They're wondering about stuff. The Tyvar stand. They're thinking. I could get Carnage Tyrant to an 8/7, living through this trade. I have 1 card in hand. It's a scary stomping ground. Oh boy. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. Carnage Tyrant lives. Guess I kind of bluffed there, perhaps, because they saw the Tyvar stand from the first game. Okay. They can't crew it without crewing or using a creature. I imagine they have other planeswalkers, though, so that's probably hitting us again for a little bit. Make up their mind at some point here. Gideon Black. That's pretty good. Not dead yet. Gideon doesn't have haste, which is pretty nice. Actually, I guess Bitter Reunion can be sacrificed, perhaps. Wait and see what happens, but I feel that's probably could be it. Oh, okay, well. That will do the trick. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as this. Tyvar stand and all that stuff. Again, I was thinking Sword of Fortune Frontier. They got Fable of the Mirror Breaker. A little bit of red stuff. Possibly Back to Nature or Flame Sweep to take out the Goblin and Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Ugh. That hand's not going to do it. Well, that's, hey, certainly a lot better. I'm going to keep that Carnage Tyrant, though. That might be the deciding factor. If I had only 3 lands, though, I'd definitely send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. Good stuff. We're getting there. Very nice indeed. I'll hope they don't have removal. As long as I can have that one for Tyvar's. Of course, I could have waited a turn to make sure I had at least a green when I played Huntmaster. A green left over. I felt like risking it. Chip away. Alright. Here goes nothing. Train expects at some point if I draw a 5th land here. We'll get there for T-Rex. Maybe they untap a source of white for whatchamacallit, Portable Hole. Or they just pay the 1, I guess. Make Kiora 6/6. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, doesn't have vigilance, so it might be tapped this turn, and then they'll be fully open next turn. This is going to get a little bit cheaper when they still do their -1. This is actually, I think this is the first time I've seen this Luxior equipment making a planeswalker into a creature, power and toughness based off its luminous brood moth. Okay, it's not so bad. Certainly not blocking. We need T-Rex next turn. Oh, another Tyvar's to boot. I like it. Oh boy. I might use just Hunt Master to block Cure and stop us from taking a bit. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. Of course, they can't target T-Rex, basically. Looks like they do have a sweeper. They must. We still get Carnage Tyrant next turn anyways. Gotta be a sweeper. Okay, interesting. They made it flying. Hello, Dr. Gazooks. Hopefully all is well with you. Nice of you to join. Always happy to have you. But I think that's going to be it. If they attach Luxior, Giada's Gift to Cure there. Caught between a rock and a hard place. They gotta be dead next turn to Tyvar's stand, I think. Winding down. Alright, good stuff. Happy to hear. Oh, if they get a land and attach Luxior, okay, they're gonna do that. 6. Can I make it happen? That's the question. Let me think. Can make it 12. They have to block or they die. They gotta think. I have something up my sleeve, which is the case. We got him with Tyvar's. You got a sword today. Oh, fantastic stuff. I love swords myself. I'm using a sword card, Sword of Forge and Frontier, tonight, and it has done pretty good against mono green, giving protection to red and green. I've snuck past some nice damage with Shifting Ceratops. That was pretty sweet. 5. Pretty good stuff. Well, they definitely have to do something to it. Oh, an actual sword. Yes. I figured you meant an actual sword. Yeah. I have a wakizashi myself. Actually, my brother has a wakizashi. Two-handed. Oh, very nice indeed. I'd be tempted to get a two-handed sword. And lift. And we still might be able to make something happen next turn with the second Tyvars to just get through some damage. That's... Oh, they got us. Okay, well. Yeah, Bitter reunion. Does the trick. Close. Close but no cigar, unfortunately. Scottish. Oh, very nice. I'm Scottish myself on both of my parents' sides. Yeah. I haven't been to Scotland, but I want to one day. Yeah. Let's do one more. We are a little bit past 2 hours, but hey, I'd be happy to go 3 hours, 4 hours. You guys would either fall asleep, which happens often enough, if it is, and you're watching this in the morning, because it's pretty late where I am. Hey, hope you got some good sleep. Sabiora. Oof, that's not going to work. 2 lands definitely would have been, absolutely fantastic. Oh, 1 land to no land. So we'll get there. We'll get there, folks. We got there. Took a couple mulligans, but Tranix Rex and Carnage Town definitely to the bottom. Trim the costliest stuff. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. And it's nice. They didn't do a turn 1 Thoughtseize, which, with what might be Rakdos Midrange. Either way, we get another land next turn. I don't expect 2 Thoughtseizes. Okay, that is good. Certainly Topiary Stomper. Maybe they kill it. Maybe Topiary Stomper draws out removal that the opponent has. Of course, we're not at 7 lands quite yet. It will be quite a few turns, so it is always nice when they use Heartless Act or Fatal Push, whatever. It's kind of like they waste it this early. The value budget. $83 in paper, and then I just played it on Arena because it's so much better playing Magic on Arena, I must say. Get Carnage Trant next turn, doesn't matter what happens. Castle Garenbreak, Carnage, off to the races. Yeah, 83 in paper, and then I just played it on Arena to kind of showcase it a little bit, see its potential. It was kind of rough, but you cover a lot of angles with that particular list. Yeah, $83 for anything is pretty nice. Including the sideboard, the lands, all of it. Go for the throat, okay. Hopefully they don't have Extinction Event. At the very least I can start blocking these Blood Tithe Harvesters. Ugh. Liliana of the Veil. That will do it. No. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I'll still keep Tyvar standing. I was wondering about Flame Sweep. Sometimes against Rakdos Midrange, they have the Blood Tithe Harvester, the Goblin Token, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, maybe some other small stuff. But even 2 damage to each creature can take out pretty wide range. Hey, if you only take out 2 Blood Tithe Harvesters, at the very least you're stopping yourself taking 6 damage a turn from both of them swinging at you. Oh yes, 100% Dr. Gazooks. I think that's a fantastic suggestion. Do a budget Dino deck, wildcard focused, an arena focused budget deck. Of course, it would naturally be pretty budget in paper, probably like $20 in paper at that point. A lot of uncommons and whatnot. Ugh, 1 land again. Okay, hey. It's a lot better than no lands like the first game there. Phew. Yeah, maybe tomorrow night or tonight after I'm done here, I whip up an arena focused budget list. I could do that. Wouldn't take me too long, or I could just record a video of the budget list explaining it, and then I use it on stream tomorrow in ranked best of 3. Of course, I wouldn't expect it to do well because then I'll try it. I'll try just about anything. Certainly anything dino related. I have pretty much all of it. So you guys want to see something put into practice, put through the paces, I can make it happen. I was saying about 2 Blood Tithe Harvesters. We're seeing it once again. We lose Marauding Raptor. We'll get Carnage Tyrant next turn, which is nice. At least they don't have Fatal Push. We know they don't have Fatal Push. Data Source of Black, a permanent left their battlefield, and they still didn't kill Topiary. But certainly Regisaur Alpha. Get a bunch of bodies online so I don't have to worry about hopefully sacrificing Carnage Tyrant, as it would be the only creature left. I don't think it's going to be. They didn't want Blood Tithe to trade with the token because they're going to use it to sacrifice and take out Regisaur here. Oof. That's okay. Okay. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant next turn with a 6th land. Ugh. Yeah, maybe we'll get there. We got bodies. Sheoldred's Edict, Liliana of the Veil, not quite as painful as they might be. And there's no Fatal Push. Let's look at the positives. Oh, they finally killed something. Attacking with that token, they got the 3rd mana. Use all 3 to play Bone Crusher in the 2nd main phase. Or Sheoldred. Okay. No Sheoldred. If they had Sheoldred, they would have played her there. Oh, phew. We got Carney T, at least. I'll pressure him with the token. I don't expect Bone Crusher Giant would trade with it, but if it does, hey, it's fine by me. Maybe they have removal for Topiary, then we would be left with only 1 creature, being Carnage Tyrant, which would have to sacrifice. Oh yes, 100%. Maybe a few stages, or the priorities. Organize it. This would be the next card, and why? This would be the next card, and so on and so on. Yeah, that would be good. Just hope they don't have another thing that makes us sacrifice a thing. Oh boy. Invoke Despair. Well, they're digging for it, maybe. Or Liliana of the Veil as well. Well, they're digging for something that can get rid of it. Did they get it? Doesn't seem like that. A green deck for the dailies. Hey, oh. You could do mono green dinos. Actually, mono green dinos would be pretty good. Perhaps after I'm done here, Dr. Gazooks, I could do a mono green dino list. Yeah. Whip it up live. Question becomes, would they be able to deal with Carnage Tyrant? Make 2 tokens. Okay. Stop themselves taking 2 damage, I guess. I'll leave Karplusan Forest in my hand on the off chance they want to maybe use Thoughtseize. Perhaps. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what that budget list entails, or comes up with. We're going to make Mutavault plus a copy of the Dino token. Heard something. Yeah, Mutavault plus the Goblin token plus the copy of it would make us lose Carnage turn, but it would take out the token and the Mutavault and all that. I'm gonna wait. We'll wait. They'll make a copy of the token at the end of their turn, unfortunately, but I just didn't want to lose Carnage turn quite yet, especially if I draw a Tyvar stand coming up. That would do the trick. That's alright. Tyvar stand for the win. Cross your fingers. Oh, that's still not Tyvar stand, yeah. Just unfortunate we haven't seen it yet, being a quarter of the way through the deck. I'll leave Marauding, because, well, that's not doing anything for us. Not quite dead yet. Perhaps this turn with the Mutavault and another token of Bloodtithe Harvester. Not quite. Might be left with a little bit, but if they wanted to attack with everything, of course, that might not make sense. They leave themselves too open for Carnage Tyrant. Oh my. Oh, just wait around for Tyvar's stand or Tyrannix Rex. Yeah. Tyvar's or Tyrannix. We haven't seen one of them yet. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. I think my daughter knocked over her sippy cup. I heard a bang, but of course it could be an animal living in northern-ish Ontario. There's a little bit more. Yeah, she was probably flailing her foot and the sippy cup knocked off. Alright. We could do some good stuff with Marauding plus Regis or Alpha. I think that's worth a try. Even though they'll kill some things. Dinosaur in Ontario. Yes, yes. Playing dinosaurs in Ontario. I say northern-ish just because I'm in Huntsville here. So it's kind of like not super northern Ontario, but northern enough to be a lot of lakes and forests and trees and things. Oh, what do they have? Still don't want to attack. We're drawing out removal and whatnot, which is pretty good. It might have been a dino. Might have been a dino, Dr. Kazooks. Actually, I guess I can unplug the monitor. I'll have to unplug it at some point here. Wait and see what we draw. Yeah, she definitely knocked it over. Her nightstand is kind of wobbly on the feet. Oh, we got a thing to do the thing. Is that enough? 15 trample damage. I think. Let me do the math. They'll have 5 of the Eye Tyrant plus Mutavault. It's 5. A Goblin token. Bloodtithe Harvester is another 5, 10. Hit him with 15, so it wouldn't quite be enough. Wouldn't quite be enough, but everything would have to block. That's the thing. Is it enough to still just do it? Well, I think so. I think so. We take out a bunch of stuff. I hope. We take out enough that they wouldn't have enough next turn to do the job. Okay. There we go. They're doing everything as I expected. I didn't want it to keep getting out of hand. I figured either I see Tyrannix Rex or Tyvar's, and we're going to do something painful. 3 things have to block Tyranics to kill it, which is pretty nice, and then 2 things at least for Carnage turret. Oh, that's a lot of stuff blocking Tyranics Rex. Interesting. Yeah, they're caught between a rock and a hard place with all the damage they need to assign. Bill of 4, 7, yeah, that's okay. Down to 1, oh boy. Well, here goes nothing. I don't think they can kill us this turn. They could have something that makes us sacrifice a thing. At least Mutavault is... Ah, there it is. The dastardly Sheoldred's Edict. Oh, the Tyranics Rex. Let's see it. That's how it goes, folks. Sometimes you just get flooded to high heaven. Yeah. All right, I'll leave it there for tonight. Dr. Gazooks, anybody else still awake, still watching? It was fantastic, even though it was a little bit more misses than hits, but there was multiple examples of Tyvar stand saving a thing, doing exactly lethal. Sword of Fortune Frontier, it's pretty good. Of course, it can be good against mono green. It just wasn't quite enough in tonight's scenarios. Probably shutting down Nykthos maybe is the best bet, but sometimes even if you attack mono green on one angle, it's not enough. They still ramp, they still do explosive things. A nasty deck. Of course, one of the best, as I think most of us know. Oof, there's bugs coming in my window. I opened it up for some airflow. But yes, good night. Hopefully you have fun with your sword, Dr. Gazooks, and don't hurt yourself. Have a good rest of your time. A good rest of your time zone, everybody, and see you next time. Peace.